A high-value man embodies all that is strong, charismatic, sophisticated, and masculine. He is a wealthy and powerful guy who is adored by women and respected by men. He faces life's obstacles with courage and pride. One who is making great strides in every area of his life is a high-value individual. He is the man in charge of the whole ship, conquering new territory wherever he goes, as opposed to getting lost at sea. He is healthy physically. He is well mentally. He is doing well financially. First, let's go over what makes a high-value man a high-value man. There are characteristics that set a guy apart from the rest of the pack. Today's guys tend to be weak and preoccupied with other people's issues rather than their own. A high-value man always takes actions. A man of great worth is one who is active. What do weak guys and betas do? They grumble, yet do nothing to change. They don't ever succeed in life. Weak guys whine about their low social position when they don't obtain what they desire. High-value guys use the life that is provided to them. You make your own path as you go. A man of action is one of the first characteristics of a high-value man. A high-value man avoids gossip. Gossip is only for beta males and women. Women use gossip as a method of information collecting because they want to belong to a group. While this is acceptable to them, there is no way a high-value man would waste his time gossiping about others. If you're going to talk negatively about someone, do it in front of them. Men who gossip are weak snakes. When a beta guy gossips, women don't respect them, and high-value men avoid these betas. A high-value man provides value. Being a high-value man is mostly about adding value to others. This is what adds value to you in return. For instance, a father adds value to the family by instilling discipline, teaching his children the life skills they will need, and showing them some affection. A doctor adds value by identifying a problem and assisting the patient in getting better. Adding a lot of worth to the world in some way is what it takes to be a high-value guy. Now let's go over the 8 skills and traits that every high-value man possesses. Number 1. Purposeful life. Understanding your goals in life is the first step to being a high-value man. Whether you're a young man starting your first job or the CEO of a multi-million-dollar firm, every man should have a goal that he wants to accomplish by this time next year. The key to having a purpose is having high personal standards and a continuing drive to advance your current skill set. A man of great worth and purpose recognizes his accomplishments, strives to correct his shortcomings, and at all times upholds high moral standards. Number 2. Project resilience. I'm referring to emotional and social toughness. The capacity of a man to remain positive in the face of hardship and push through it rather than shrink under it. Most guys can improve themselves in this way if they know how to do it. It takes practice to develop a robust mindset. Becoming Superman won't happen overnight. Perhaps you wish to help your wife through challenging times at work. Perhaps you want to establish yourself as the pillar of strength in your church so that people can rely on you in difficult times. Whatever the circumstances, a high-value man should be able to display strength when necessary, regardless of the circumstances. Number 3. Be consistent. People need to be able to rely on you for you to properly show yourself as a high-value man. Dependence functions similarly to how trust does. They must have confidence in your ability to be there for them in their hour of need, if you hope to earn their trust and reliance. It's difficult to gain the trust of those around you if you're erratic and unpredictable. Be sure to keep your word, adhere to your choices, and show dependability when it comes to formulating plans and carrying them through. Number 4. Acquire valuable resources. When considering how to better themselves, many males see making a lot of money as the answer. Money, however, seldom and never completely ensures complete satisfaction. Money is a part of happiness, but not its defining quality. Regardless of financial level, we must avoid inaction and instead focus on active, engaged, deliberate work. We must own our errors and then consistently take little steps to correct them. We must prioritize expanding our knowledge in order to better ourselves while thinking about how to acquire important resources. A man will consistently succeed in new ways if he regularly learns something new. Number 5, be honest with your value system. Men of quality don't accept other people's value systems at random. Men are constantly being told how they should act, and high-value men pay close attention to all of them. But in the end, they create their own moral compass and value system. They continue to do that. There are several other value systems that might elevate a man's worth. There are certain restrictions, though. The alpha man is unique. You may be an alpha man and still be a horrible person, but you can't be a high-value man and a piece of garbage at the same time. Number 6, do not seek approval. Men who depend on the approval of others to feel appreciated are weak men because they lack the confidence to speak their truth, own their personal authority, and meet their own needs. A guy who is unable to stand up for himself is unrespectable, and as a result, his worth is diminished. Realize that you are the one who determines your worth, who loves and accepts you first. Don't cede your authority to those who will simply view you with less respect if you do. Increasing your presence is the first step in making a change. Number 7, embrace growth mindset. People with a fixed mindset think their traits are predetermined from birth, that there is not much you can do to change who you are. Due to this, people with fixed mindsets avoid problems, and when they fail, they tend to overcompensate by coming up with numerous justifications. Individuals that have a growth mindset always think they can learn and develop. They look for possibilities for learning and development because failure does not define them. Contrarily, failure is the only way they can get better. Men who adopt a growth mentality advance in life, are receptive to criticism and feedback, and are in general happier and more pleasant to be around. And lastly, number 8, respect yourself. A man who respects himself will naturally carry out these actions. Naturally, he'll respect his body and consume nutritious food. Because he respects himself and is self-assured, he will find a wonderful girlfriend or wife or date the ladies he wants to. He will foster healthy connections and interactions, and when anything goes wrong, he will foster an environment of accountability. In conclusion, understanding your own worth, your own energy, and how you can add value to the world are all essential components of learning how to be a high-value guy. Put your energy into finding a purpose, in doing something you enjoy, and that benefits others. Your character will grow as a result, and you'll gain fulfillment, confidence, and material prosperity that you never did before. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop a like and comment your thoughts on the matter. Make sure you subscribe, as we have a lot more videos coming out which will elevate your status in life. With that said, see you all soon.